PG24 ਦੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ 'ਚ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬਹੁਤ-ਬਹੁਤ ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ ਜੀ। Today we'll have an amazing guest, Akbar Waris from Canadian Safety Trainers Inc. So we will have a lot of good conversation about safety and how you can come back safely back to your home and your nears and dear ones. This is something often looked uh, away. People close their eyes when it comes to safety. They think they know everything. They are very confident about their driving skills and that they know it all concept, which sometimes fails them. And this overconfidence and overindulgence in speeding and all those things, the road rage leads them into a very tricky situation from which sometimes it's really difficult to get out. People have sold their houses, have run back to their countries where they came from to avoid penalties, and then all kind of hell breaks loose on them. We'll talk about certain safety issues with Mr. Akbar Waris, but at the same time, we will throw some light on how the market is moving after Mr. Waris leaves this program between 9 to 9:30. We'll be talking about it. So, to all the viewers who are watching this show today, right now, and maybe watching at any point later in time, I would like to wish them many congratulations if they are celebrating their birthday, their anniversary, their home closing, a newborn in their family, or they protected their income by taking a suitable insurance policy. So, in the case anything happens to their lives, their near and dear ones can still stabilize their lives, and bless them that we have had a great dad, mom, brother, sister, anyone, and even students who are in Canada. Anything can go wrong because I see a lot of safety issues with your driving that we will address when I speak with Mr. Akbar Waris. Something happens to your life. There have been many accidents where many students lost their lives. And then there have been equal number of GoFundMe to support the funeral cost or taking the bodies back to their home countries. You can avoid it. GoFundMe is not an insurance program. So if you are here, please talk to any insurance advisor. I strongly recommend you speak with Kamaljeet Bola and also Sarabjit Ludhard and find out what's best so that if something happens to your life, at least your near and dear ones can have some kind of support when you are gone. So we won't take much time talking all these things that you already know. So let me introduce you to Mr. Akbar Waris. Mr. Waris, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, sir. How are you? Good morning to
Life is
everyone.
very good, sir. We are doing amazing things. God blesses us with a day every day. I hope we have full day. You never know. So we are so thankful to God Almighty. So
Absolutely.
safety. So people always lose on these two things: safety and ensuring their income. And it's so crazy that why don't they focus on these two critical aspects of their life? Safety can avoid any future accident or at least save them from penalties because they would mostly be at no fault situation. Someone else does it, that's different story. And insurance, if you break a leg, if you die, who is there to take care of those who you proudly post on social media? Oh, my wife, my amazing house, my son, my spouse, all those things then seem hollow, right? So safety issues, I have spoken with you a couple other times that people don't take it seriously. Do you have any numbers on how many accidents are due to lack of safety protocols or totally disregard of safety protocols?
Sir, I don't have the exact data at hand, but having said that, according to OPP, 90% accidents are in such situations that they are avoidable. They can be avoided.
It's 90% is a huge number.
Huge number. They can be avoided and they could have been better results instead of. Fatigue is the leading cause of accidents, fatigue
Mhm.
and distracted driving.
जी.
These two are deemed to be the leading causes for major accidents,
Yeah.
but there are other causes too, but these lead the way every year. And
Mm.
distracted driving is not only that you are on the phone, that is the major issue, but having said that, if you are changing the FM station, you are picking up something and you take your eyes and your mind off the road. So these all come under distractive driving. When you are driving, it is like a job, whether you are going to a supermarket,
Yeah.
whether you are going to the office, whether you are driving it on a 12-hour shift or whatever the case may be, the responsibility of the vehicle and the safety and securities of others on the road is your responsibility
Yeah.
at that point.
Absolutely.
So you got to consider that you are going to keep yourself safe and the other traffic moving along on the road safe too. But when it comes to commercial safety, by commercial safety, I mean long haul safety, long haul
Mhm.
truckers, the trend, the culture I have observed, especially living in Brampton, I would openly say that nobody seems to pay any serious mind to this issue.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know. But nobody seems to. The most important aspect in a commercial fleet is the fleet maintenance. The
Yeah.
fleet maintenance is related to safety, road safety. That is, and the second is safety and compliance. By safety, we means keeping ourselves safe, the cargo safe, the vehicle safe, other drivers on the road safe, and complying with the law, staying in compliance with the existing laws at the same time. So laws are made only to benefit us, to safeguard us in the long run and in the short run. If we, but on our own, don't know the laws, how are we going to implement it on ourselves? First, we have to know
Absolutely.
them.
So I will like to stop you here for a minute. You said distracted driving, holding phone in your hand. Holding phone in hand is so tempting. It kind of gives you what you call dopamine in your blood. You feel happy when you see a notification. You reach out to your phone, and this is when you may have an accident, or you may run someone over, or do some silly thing on the road, or deviate lanes. It has happened. You deviate lane, the car in that lane gets started and he hits someone else. So this is what starts a chain reaction. But there are now apps available. Freedom is one such app. There are apps available that you can download on your iOS or Android or Windows computer, anywhere. They sync all through, and then you can just start a session on it, saying block all apps, all distraction, everything for maybe the duration of your trip. Then it will totally black out your phone, nothing will pop up, nothing will show up, and you cannot even get out of the session. It will not let you quit. Once you set it up, you set it up. And if you set it up for 5 hours, 5 hours, it won't let you use your phone. You won't be able to run anything at all. And I find that very interesting in my personal business. And now I'm experimenting with it. It's doing great. So nothing. Even if I try to touch my phone later, it won't let me show anything. So we can use those kinds of app. Companies can make it mandatory for drivers to have this. So one more thing that I think I will add to your safety education. You already may be telling it to your students or companies that you consult, which is familiarize yourself with the equipment you are driving. There are drivers who keep shifting from Mac to Volvo to Freightliner, and you should spend some time knowing the controls. and not take every truck to be same kind of system, right?
Absolutely. But having said that, I would even blame I wouldn't use the word blame, but I would definitely urge the law enforcement agencies. Like, it was a shock for me. I came to know that drivers who are driving long haul, let's say
Hmm.
going to Florida, going to Georgia, going to Texas, they don't have commercial GPS in their system. They just rely on the phone,
Oh, I see.
and which is a shame, a pity, because if you are driving commercially and
Hmm.
you don't have a commercial GPS system and you are just relying on your phone with Google Maps
Yeah.
to make sure that you have the right highways. That is not correct because Google Maps only tells you about cars. It doesn't give you an idea. There are apps available that give you commercial traffic routes on your phone. But having said that, when you're doing it professionally, why not buy a professional GPS? And
Oh,
why doesn't law enforcement enforcement agency implement that and make it a point and write a ticket to a person who doesn't have a commercial GPS installed in his vehicle when they
so when you
inspect it?
say commercial GPS, is there some separate category than the one I know, like
There,
Garmin or TomTom, or maybe there are others too?
sir, it clearly says when you buy a GPS, it says a commercial GPS for long haul truckers
Hmm.
or long haul drives, or and even when you set up the GPS, it
Hmm.
has two options that you are
Hmm.
setting it up for a car or you are setting it up for a commercial vehicle. So when you punch that commercial vehicle thing, it automatically picks up the commercial routes. Because when you're driving a long haul truck, there are bridges. They
Hmm.
are low enough, don't have a 14 feet clearance or 13 and a half feet clearance that a truck could pass. So you're going to get stuck over there. And there are roads that don't allow commercial traffic on them.
Oh,
Those
okay.
are
I
single.
never knew that. That's a good learning, actually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There are roads. There's a sign. In our own very Brampton, if you come to roads, let's say William Parkway or Kennedy,
Hmm.
they have signs that no trucks
Yes,
allowed.
you're right.
And then there are signs that trucks only allowed from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. or signs like that. So all those fixtures are fixed when you get a commercial GPS. It is
Oh
not
my goodness.
100%.
Wow.
It is not 100% accurate because these things keep on updating and these things keep on changing if there's a construction zone. But above 95% of the time, the commercial GPS is very authenticated and very friendly as compared to a Google Map GPS for commercial drivers.
Well,
So this
really,
should be
this is something I never knew about. This is fantastic knowledge you are sharing. So I would still, I will always insist that if you are into trucking business, or maybe you are a solo driver, or you own a few trucks, a fleet, then safety should be on top of your mind. Please reach out to Mr. Akbar Waris, 416-371-9849. And if you have any trouble with the authorities, or you are stuck at a scale because of safety concerns, or you need driver training, or you need to teach your drivers how to be safe and save thousands and thousands on insurance costs, so you must call Akbar Waris 416-371-9849. So I never knew there exists anything like commercial GPS. Thanks for telling us that.
absolutely, sir, because these days we have, when you travel with heavy equipment, if you are a flatbed, you might be traveling with another vehicle,
Yes.
another tractor. Can be hauling another tractor. You could be hauling heavy machinery, wide loads, and so even when it comes to commercial, all highways are not meant for wide hauling a wide load, they give you clear indication that wide load cannot go beyond this and this exits. You have to exit this exit before you. All US, you will see that wide loads cannot be transported on each and every highway. That is a citation, that is a crime, and this all comes after knowing your routes, after gaining knowledge, after implementing knowledge on yourself first. If you know the laws only, then you're going to comply with it. You're not trying
Yes.
to know the law. You're not trying to get a commercial GPS to begin with, and you're just relying on a free service called Google or any other free app that
Yeah.
it will take you here to Texas. The highway is blocked and traffic is uh, diverted, and that route is not commercial friendly. What are you going to do? You're
Hmm.
stuck, and you're making other people stuck too for no clear reason. Just because of your lack of knowledge, you are doing it, and you are not even trying to improve your skills just by spending or investing some money so you could have a commercial setup which will guide you. That commercial setup gives you list of gas station, it gives you list of rest areas, it gives you list of workshops or mechanics on the way, or scales on the way. So you get a lot of knowledge through that. I'm not a salesperson for any commercial GPS, but that is a
That's good
essential
you
thing. I
said
didn't.
it.
Yeah, because I'm not advertising any company here. You
Yeah,
could buy any
we are not
commercial.
taking any names. We are just saying
Yeah,
commercial GPS. And
commercial
I will
GPS.
tell you, I was driving in a construction zone when I was driving truck, and I didn't know where to go. I lost my exit. And then there was construction zone, and I parked my truck right in the construction zone on the of course the rightmost lane. And I was on my laptop on Google Maps trying to figure my way. And then this cop car came in, and he asked me what's going on. I said I am straight. Then he was kind enough, not gave me any ticket, but he um, piloted me through those roads and took me to an exit and said, "Okay, go this way." Sometimes they help you if you are truthful. That was, and
Yes, they
the fines
are in
in
public dealing.
construction zones are very heavy.
Yes, they are in public dealing. They know whether you are, majority of the time, they know that you are trying to trick them or you are a genuine bystander, just made a mistake by turning wrong. So they take care of you. Having
They
said
do.
that, uh, like just now, last month,
Hmm.
and implemented from this month, Mexico passed a law that no commercial vehicle, long haul commercial vehicle, can travel in the left lane in on any of New Mexico's highways. So
Well,
these are
thanks to them.
laws. Yeah, these are laws that we need to comprehend ourselves with and educate ourselves with. And only when we educate ourselves, only then we are going to implement it. So these small changes they occur every now and then.
Yeah.
Commercial vehicle and long haul trucking is an ever changing industry. The law of today cannot be a law of next month. Nobody is sure. So we need to keep equipped, keep educating ourselves, and trying to keep abreast with the changing of every law every now and then.
I suggest you one thing, Mr. Waris. I'm not sure if you're doing it. You should start creating a list of people who are interested in knowing what's going on in the industry. Then blast them these changes. This is what has happened. So people can be helped in a different way. Like we send out market reports to people that this is what is going on in the market, and some appreciate it.
We,
That yeah, thank you very much for telling us. If you
we
have
try
that kind of
to
system, well,
do
it
it.
will not only build a list of people who are truckers who are interested in safety, but it will also boost your caliber and your business.
Yes, I try to do it. We Canadian Safety, we have a Facebook page, we have a LinkedIn page, we have an Instagram page. We try to update every now and then So please, all you can, the least you can do is follow us on Canadian Safety Trainers on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. And we try to educate people because it's not about work. I would
Hmm.
love people to call and I could help them out and educate them. Consultation is always free. Talk doesn't cost you anything. If I can guide anyone,
Yeah,
I will be more than privileged because this work is my
absolutely.
passion. This is a passion that I follow because I see lots and lots of lack of education. People are
Hmm.
good, but they need to educate themselves properly. Not this that I said this, he said this, and you just pick up. Why don't you go to the source and consult the source and educate yourself directly rather than he said that, she said that? And in our industry, mostly in our culture, it is mostly he said that, she said that. We don't consult the source. That is a shame.
Yeah.
That is a
We love fake
so.
news, especially
Yeah,
in the era of chat, GPT, AI apps, and there are apps that you can just tell them what kind of image you want, and they will create it for you. So
yeah, yeah,
the news can look very, very real, but in reality, it is a fake news. So there was an article
yeah. Absolutely.
yesterday which showed a picture of UK's past Prime Minister Boris being dragged by security people, and it said he was arrested. And that was AI generated image. It looks so realistic. I can't even tell you. So, like you said,
Yeah,
verify the information before you even forward the message to anyone or believe in that. That's true. You got to verify everything now.
absolutely. Go to the source. Let's say go to MPO, go to DOT, go to Ministry of Transportation, a host of websites.
Yeah,
Consult directly. Consult directly. Let's say this New Mexico law, which I am saying. Don't believe me. Mexico Department of Transportation, just directly them and they'll answer you and they'll send you an article. You can
you're breaking up,
Google
Mr. Waris. I don't know
on
what's
your
going
own
on.
and find, I don't know. And I
Yeah,
see my
maybe someone doesn't want
picture
you to
still
talk about safety.
here.
Maybe insurance companies. Looks like Mr. Waris has lost his internet connection. We'll come back to Mr. Waris when he comes back. It is 8:53 a.m. right now, and yeah, you're back, sir.
Yes, sir. I was always here. I don't know
Yeah,
what
no,
happened.
we saw you froze.
So
Your image froze, and there may be some glitch in the network. That's okay. It happens. Part of our lives.
yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah, so once again, if you need to speak with Mr. Waris, please give him a call. His phone number is 416-371-9849. And you may learn a great thing from him today, and that may save your life, and that may help your family, bring you back home safely. So please, please, please do not neglect this important aspect of commercial driving. It's very critical. It's very critical. I am big time into safety things. Imagine I am telling real estate market statistics to people, and my source is unknown source, which I don't verify. So I say this thing, then figure out that was a phony information uh, trying to attract people to visit their site. In reality, I should be going to the boards, the regulators' websites to find the right information. Oh, is it there? Did they say anything about it? Did Mississauga Real Estate Board say something about housing market in Mississauga? Or why should I go somewhere else? Uh, Talking about national prices, I will go to Canadian Real Estate Association website, make sure that the real information coming in there. So just like that, verify the information from credible sources. Don't go everywhere that you may like the page layout or you may like to be trapped. Thank you very much, sir, for saying that. This is very critical. And for some people, it may be a better talk, but I guess for most of the drivers, this will be the most useful communication we are doing today.
So, knowing the laws and keeping yourself abreast with and having knowledge about everything doesn't hurt at all. It can never hurt.
Yes, it can never hurt.
So,
That's true. And what it takes is maybe 0.05% of your week. That's it.
absolutely.
It's not
So,
about
I urge,
just getting into truck and zooming off. It is about being comfortable with the equipment. I know I used to drive because when you are new driver, sometimes the company sends you with driver A or B or C in a team, and you miss on important aspect, which is the equipment. Even if you drive somebody else's car, it is always better to get familiarized with the control. This is so simple.
I would say something in Punjabi. ਮੈਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਦਾ ਇਮਤਿਹਾਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਾਨੂੰਨ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ 'ਚ ਸਮਝ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਹਿੰਦੀ 'ਚ ਸਮਝ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਮਝੋ। When you understand the law, you can implement it through your mind, through your sense. You don't have to know Shakespearean English to implement a law. You have to understand the law. To understand the law, you can understand whichever way you want. Like
Well,
I have quiz I sometimes give a quiz to drivers, and if they are not reading, their English reading is not good, I help them translate in their language and say, now you answer the quiz, but you have to answer it on your own. I'm not going to tell you the answer. I'm going to explain it to you, but you should understand it. So ज़रूरी नहीं है कि it is just one thing that you have to do everything in English, and if you don't know English you don't belong anywhere. I don't believe in that. We are a multicultural society. If somebody is not very well versed in English, that's fine. He is equally a decent human being, perhaps a more decent human being than you and me. It doesn't matter.
so when I used to drive, and my co-driver, the owner operator was a Punjabi guy, and he was totally illiterate. So I asked him, "How do you know the scale is open or closed?" He says, "If the letters are four, it is open. If they are more than four, it is closed." And that is so true. And you know this. This is how they know. Even the
Yes.
exits, they don't read. They just put some what you call landmarks that they know. Oh, my exit has come. So they know three exits before that they are going to exit. And this is so phenomenal, like birds. Like they just fly like birds. So they don't care. Open and close. That blew my mind. I say, really? You say, yeah.
That's
Closed is a longer word than open. So we know what's going on. And then there are lights flashing up there too. I say, okay, good for you. Thank you very much, Mr. Waris, for educating the consumers
you, sir.
about
Thank you.
safety. I hope
God
to see
bless you.
you
Have a nice
next week as well. Please bring us as
inshallah.
much knowledge as you can, because this may save somebody's life. Thank you very much, sir. Anything you
God
want to
bless.
say before you leave?
Just that knowing the law, consult, talk doesn't hurt. That's all what I'm going to say. That call, if you want to talk about anything, let's chat with each other, and we consultation is free. It's nothing to do with business. At least we'll part knowledge to each other.
And you even buy them coffee. So it's a win-win situation.
I even a donut too.
Thank you very much, sir. We'll see you again.
Thank you, sir.
We'll take a quick break
Bye.
and we'll come back with the information on economy, real estate, and everything that can help you decide if it is the right time for you to buy a house or sell your house. Stay tuned. Thank you very much. Are you looking for a reliable legal office that can handle your closing in the most effective manner? If yes, please get in touch with Rakesh Joshi at 416 213 8600. Joshi Law Office provides all the legal advices about real estate law, business law, immigration laws notarization and affidavits, wills and trust. Give them a call today, 416-213-8600. Are you looking for reliable immigration services? If yes, contact Sukhi Paul at 647-296-4575 or office phone number 905-790-8877. They are located at 219 220 at 7956 Torban Road. It's right at the intersection of Torban Road and Steeles Avenue West. Contact them for all kind of visa services. Are you the breadwinner for your family? Have you ever considered if something were to happen to you, what would happen to your wife, to your children, to your parents? If not, this is the time to call Kamaljeet Bhola at 647-772-1481. She is an amazing insurance advisor working with Beyond Care Insurance Solutions in Brampton, Ontario. Find out what best you can do your family while you can. Do not put this thing off till tomorrow. This could be very, very critical for your family's future. Are you thinking of a career change or adding another one to your portfolio? Well, you are thinking right. Call Sarabjit Ludhar at 416-879-3039 from Beyond Care Insurance Solutions. She also deals in life, long-term, travel, critical illness, disability insurance. Give her a call today at 416-879-3039. This is what we can tell you. She will always give you the right advice and help you find out if being an insurance advisor is your piece of cake. Are you thinking to sell your home and are concerned about depreciating values? Don't be. You are in safe hands with Paul Cheema. Call me at 647-333-2273. I ensure safety of your home with electronic lock boxes. Nobody can enter your house without permission from our brokerage, and we provide full detail if needed at any point in time. Once again, Paul Cheema, 647-333-2273. Better call Paul and get moving. Do you want to shop right without burning your pockets? If yes, please visit Monisha Discount Warehouse at 377 Burnhamthorpe Road, East Mississauga, Ontario. They are the best. They have all kind of Indian, Pakistani and other local stuff that you can buy at literally throwaway prices. Contact them at 905-361-0773. Monisha Discount Warehouse. D.P. Jain is a well-known name in the fields of accounting. You can contact him today at his cell number 416-305-0080 or his office number 905-790-9327. Once you start working with him, you will never want to leave him. He is 5-star professional. Call him today. D.P. Jain Professional Corporation. PC24 RE is heard over so many different channels. If you want to promote your business for free, call me at 647-333-2273. You can also send your artwork to contact@paulcheema.com. We are here to be partners in your business success. After a long pause of in-person meetings and parties, so I have a good news. Mr. Sanjeev Arora, he organizes a couple of events every year, which are to the capacity. They're completely full to the capacity. And they get filled way before he even promotes them. He has a regular or a loyal stream of sponsors who are always there for all of his events because he promises safety, quality, and best experience for you. So he is organizing one boat cruise, and this is the boat cruise on June 3rd, 2023. So you can reach out to them at 416. I think I lost the last number on his phone. Let me see if I can fix that. But you can call the other two numbers, which are there on the screen. It's just like it expanded a bit more. I will just make it easy for you to read it. Yes, so his phone number is 644169861204. So 416-986-1204. You can call Sahil at 416-877-1231 and Sanam 647-914-6924 to book your ticket. This will be filled up, I can tell you. So if you are willing to spend some quality time, enjoy your time away, and please, this is the event for you. So please give Sanjeev a call. The price is $70. So I'm not sure if you can buy in bulk or not. Please reach out to him 416-986-1204. So we just heard Mr. Waris talk about safety. He is very much concerned about safety. He wants people to come back home safe. Anyways, Bank of Canada Deputy Governor Paul Cheema is leaving the Bank of Canada. He was appointed in 2019 to assist with overseeing the bank's financial system activities. So he's going back to his academic position at the University of British Columbia. So I wish Paul Cheema all of the best in his career. So this is really great. He did spend quality time and he did contribute in a very big way. And as per Governor Tiff Macklem, Paul has been a crucial member of the governing council team during one of the most challenging periods in the bank's history. And we have benefited immensely from his expertise and thought leadership, his boundless energy, and his exceptional communication skills. Governor Macklem said, most of all, we have benefited from Paul's commitment to teamwork, whether that's been as a member of a governing council, in all of his collaborations with the Bank of Canada staff, or as a member of the international policy making community. Paul has had a profound impact on everyone he has worked with, and he will be missed. We wish Paul every success in his return to University of British Columbia and look forward to continuing our long-standing relationship with him as one of Canada's foremost academics. Amazing. So this is what is the latest news from the bank. But coming to economy, so RBC, Royal Bank of Canada, tracks consumer spending. So this is what they found out. Overall spending remains steady as consumers continue to purchase non-essential services. Canadians continue to indulge in holidays despite higher flight prices and hotel costs. That's so true. We went to Paris. The tickets were expensive, but we wanted to have an escape. So I guess, like me, there are many people out there who want to get out of the shell they were for the last couple of years. And the consumers continue to cut back on restaurant spending. Meantime, the number of grocery transactions are flat. Means hasn't changed, and some signs of weakness in goods spending have emerged, mirroring a pullback in auto sales. Auto sales are being, kind of put on the back burner that we will buy when we have money. But restaurant spending has shown some kind of negative trends now. So fewer grocery restaurant sales in March as compared to other months has been noticed, and Canadians still scratching the travel itch despite rising prices. And yeah, you know what? There are so many variables. People have booked their vacations way ahead. It's not that they did it today, they took time. So those vacations that were booked 3, 4, 5 months earlier, you know, they can be stopped. You don't get refunds. So I guess that's what is kind of implying these things. And at the same time, they brought forward an article called Proof Point. Canada's economy can't afford a slump in business investment. Canadian business investment is only now recovering from a steep 19% pandemic plunge. There was 19% pandemic plunge. It's coming back. Dogged labor shortages are pushing businesses to invest more despite recession worries. But those plans could still be upended amid recent financial market stress, and the economy can't afford another period of weak business investment. And the bottom line here is that RBC says we continue to expect a recession this year, but a mild one that brings relative outperformance of business investment. With already weak productivity trends only softening further due to pandemic shock, we will need it. This is what is going on the economic front. We have more details on what's coming up. On the other side, the Canadian mortgage trend latest article, which was published on April 4, the half of borrowers are concerned about their mortgage renewals, and that is very true. I have spoken to a couple of people, and they are equally worried about what's going to come, what kind of term they should opt in for, and banks are not less smarter than you. So they figured out that people are going for 2 or 3 year mortgages, so they have upped the rates for those kind of mortgages. If you go for 5 years, your rate is lesser than if you go for 2 or 3 years. The choice is all yours. 47% of Canadians buying or renewing a mortgage say they are concerned about qualifying for the amount they need. And this is the biggest problem, qualifying. You heard the word qualifying. Qualifying because you are qualified at a higher rate than you are actually getting. It's important because banks, the regulator, the OSFI, Office of Superintendent of Financial Institution, has this 2% stress test on top of whatever rate you get. If you get 4%, it is 6% that you are qualified against. If you get 5.2%, it is 7.2% you are qualified against. And that is not a joke to qualify. So BNN, Bloomberg, and rates.ca, they done a survey, and it said 16% of those respondents who are buying or renewing their mortgages are very concerned about their ability to qualify. What do you think? Are you looking to buy a mortgage? Yes, buy a mortgage. You buy a mortgage technically, you pay a heavy price for that, or you renew. And then second thing, among those who are planning to purchase a home in the next 12 months, nearly three quarters, 71%, they say they are concerned about qualifying, with 34% very, very concerned. So you read the mindset of people. And since March 2022, as we all know, the rates were increased, and now we are at 425 basis points to 4.50. That has sharply raised the borrowing cost, the shelter cost for those with variable mortgage rates or lines of credit, including home equity lines of credit, HELOC that we call. Fixed mortgage rates have also roughly doubled up from 2% range in the late 2021 to or at more than 5%. Yeah, more than 5%. Qualifying rate on top of that 5%. So this has affected the ability of borrowers, some borrowers, particularly younger first-time buyers, to qualify for the mortgage they require. The survey found that 60% of those between the ages of 18 and 34 are concerned about their ability to qualify. And this demographic, 18 to 34, are the people who don't care about the debt load on them. They are the people who have most debt loads. And and this is more because initially it was 47% and 29% for those between 35 and 54 and those aged 55 and above respectively. So this is too much. 60% of the between age of 18 and 35, 34 are concerned about their ability to qualify. And we see this every day. So before I go further on this, I would like to say this. If you need more information, reach out to me. My phone number to reach is 647-333-2273, and you can always reach out to me after the program because that's what my personal line is. But if you need to call me earlier, please call me uh, on the studio line during the broadcast 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. Monday to Saturday. We are off on Sundays. The lines are right here. They're 647. I have mentioned them here. 647-956-1020, 647-800-1518. The more you interact with us, the more quality news will bring for you. So, talking about the housing market in Kitchener, I have some statistics for Kitchener, the city of Kitchener. I know I have some people who are very much interested to know what's going on in Kitchener. So, Kitchener March, the overall Kitchener March prices, and I'm talking about all kind of properties. I'm not differentiating. I'm not talking about sizes. I'm not talking about the bedrooms and all those things. We can drill that down. And I'm going to talk about the average prices in Kitchener city of Kitchener. The average prices of all kind of houses is 12.6% down from last year, and average price is reported as 800 $895,624. 895,624. The average price of a Kitchener home, which is 12.6%. So you see the gap is coming down. It is reducing. The gap is reducing. Initially it used to be more, but the gap from the last year is reducing and soon it will surpass that. So when we go down to single family home, let's say 1500 onward, 1500, 2000 square feet or 2500 square feet or whatever higher. When we go from for the single family detached homes from 1500 all the way up, then the average price for Kitchener is $1,254,100. $1,254,100, which is just 9.2% lesser than last year, right? So this is for single family houses, 1500 plus square footage, all kind of houses, all kind of bedrooms. And now I'm going to go down to only 3 bedrooms. So only 3 bedroom houses, only. Their average price in Kitchener is $1,148,046. This is just 6.7% lesser than last year. 3 bedrooms, 1,500 square foot and above, right? And then when we go to 4 bedrooms, detached family homes, we are at an average price of $1,296,896, which is 11.8% down. If we take out the lower square footage and we only talk about houses that are 2,500 square feet or more with 4 bedrooms or more, single family, the average going price is $1,445,524. This is just 7.9% lesser than the last year. This is Kitchener overall. These are the detached homes, 4 bedrooms or more, 2,500 square feet or more, which are going for this price. And between 2,000 to 2,500 square feet, the average price is approximately for 4 bedrooms 997,000, under $1 million. But remember one thing: these are between 2 to 2,500 square feet. So we're looking under $1 million per, which I would say great, and this is 25% lower than the last year, more or less, right? So, but let me tell you what price range people are buying in. Most of the houses of this price, this size, between 2,000 to 2,500 square feet, are selling over $1 million. Average price is different because of the square footage, location, how much effort your realtor put in selling your home, what was the marketing done, how were the negotiation abilities. Based off all those things, the prices which most people paid were over $1 million, which I would say are great prices. So now coming back to the townhomes, the townhouses between 1,500 to 2,000 square feet, 3 bedroom, because that is what most of them are. The average price of those are $737,000. Someone asked me to give them statistics for a particular community which is called Huron Park. It's a neighborhood called 334 Huron Park in Kitchener. So in Huron Park, Kitchener, the townhouses between 1,500 to 2,000 square feet have been selling for close to 771,500 as a median price, as more people are buying in this range. But if we look at the average price is also more or less similar. We don't know what difference it has from the last year, but the statistic doesn't show about this number. In Huron Park, that single family homes between 2,000 to 2,500 square feet, 4 bedroom, their average price, we have only February price, not the March price yet, but give it a day or two. They are consolidating the data, and we will soon have it. We will soon have that kind of information, and we will come back with that information very soon. These are properties which are not on the waterfront, but this is what the data indicates. Basically, if you have a townhome, we can look to sell higher of $780,000 or around $780,000 based off right presentation, right marketing, right negotiation skills. If your professional has all those, well, by all means you can attain that. Semi-detached houses in Kitchener. I will go back to Kitchener because we want to talk on a broader concept. For semi-detached homes in all sizes, I do not have, okay, I have only priced for 3 bedrooms right now. And March, those semis of all square footage are selling for $699 on an average. But coming to higher square footage, I don't have the price yet, but I don't even have any number for the last year. But in February 2023 and February to March are not very much different. In February, the semis were selling for approximately $865,000. $865,000 was selling price. $1 million selling price for detached home between 2,000 and 2,500 square feet, and we're talking 3 bedrooms. For we don't have any price between 15 to 2,000 square feet of semis, but they are more or less, because we are also looking at the houses that were built after 2000, right? Not before 2000, but if we say all years, the number could be very different. For semis, 2,500 square feet sold for 865 on an average. So basically around 900,000, and between 1 million and $1.1 million, the detached home. This is the kind of ballpark difference between these two numbers. So I spoke about safety. Our computers are being hacked every single day. There was an attack on my social media platform, Facebook, yesterday, which was prevented because I believe in safety of my account. So I invest heavily into buying legit software. I do not download freeware because nothing is free in this world. You always pay in terms of something, cash, your convenience, or your data. So in order for me to protect my data, I spend a lot of money in making sure every program that is available on my computer is graded for top security. So it was prevented, nothing was stolen, nothing was compromised. I'm happy with that. So, so there is a resource on CBA.ca website, Canadian Bankers Association, CBA.ca, and they have written great article about safety on your computer. So tech safety, because I see kids holding their phones. This is what makes them vulnerable, because they have your phone, your Facebook is open, they can talk, they can leave information that you wouldn't do yourself, that you wouldn't leave yourself. So they have created some books, handy books, for you to understand safety. If you go on CBA.ca site, find those links, and you will be happy that you did. So their article teach your kids how to avoid online scams. So use parental controls, explain them. Accounts are very private. Never use personal identifiable information, which is PPI, in an account profile. Teach kids about dangers of opening suspicious links, even if they appear to have come from friends. Protect account information. Beware of fake websites and phone applications. You teach them all these things because they have technology in their hand in their very early ages. So you need to start teaching them at very early ages too. So tell them, block them, or use some kind of software like I told during the broadcast. I like a software called Freedom. You can block all activity during your focus hour. So you can do that. You can make some exceptions to which app will open up, which app will not open up. But that's great resource. Try that out if you can. It's time for me to leave now. But before I leave, like I always do, I sympathize and send my heartfelt condolences for all those families who have lost their beloved ones today. May God bless them, bless their soul, and also I shall pray for peace to you, and may you get over this loss and continue living your legacy and remembering the great things those people who left you today told you. With that, I will take your permission. It's 9:30 a.m. Time for us to leave. For any questions, please call me 647-333-2273, or you can also reach out to me during the broadcast hours, which is an hour, 8:30 9:30 Monday to Saturday. And if you need to reach out to me via email, it's a contact at paulcheema.com. You can reach me there, send me any queries, and I will make sure I return your call after in the afternoon hours. Thank you very much.